Welcome back to the Haddonfield Horrors Podcast, where we review horror movies and horror movie franchises. I'm your host, Mark, the horror movie fanboy,
And I'm Kennedy, the horror movie noob.
and today we aren't reviewing a movie, or nor are we pitting a movie against each other. Today we are giving our predictions for Halloween Kills, which comes out the week this episode releases. And for me, I don't know if I have any predictions. I have some hopes. Between the two of us, I haven't seen much or pretty much any promotional materials. I saw the first 10 seconds of the trailer. I saw one photo when I was Googling something, but I haven't really seen anything. Only prediction, it's not a prediction, it's a hope. 'Cause I know they're bringing back Tommy Doyle and Lindsay Wallace. And given that the actress who played Lindsay originally, who was coming back to play her again, she hasn't really been acting that much. She's a reality TV star now, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill Lindsay and Tommy's gonna go to get his revenge. Because I have a feeling that Tommy and Lindsay might be a thing. That's my prediction. Tommy and Lindsay are a couple in this new
Oh, okay.
Halloween Kills. But that's all I got. I've seen nothing. I've seen
Yeah.
stuff on accident that I've hurried up and clicked away from, but I've seen nothing. I don't have much to say. What about you? Do you have any prediction?
Yeah, so I'm in a completely different boat than you because I've seen every single trailer that they've released plus most teasers, and I feel like a lot of people in the community would agree that they've shown way too much. They've spoiled way too much than like your average movie trailer does. Uh Yeah, they show some deaths like straight on in the teasers, so I'm not gonna spoil that for you. Um, I think the most obvious prediction that people are making the I guess, well, not the most obvious, but I guess everyone has a feeling that either Lori or Karen is gonna die.
I was
Cause
gonna say that I think Karen's gonna. I don't think Lori's gonna die, and if she does die, she'll probably get mortally wounded at the very end, and that would carry over to Halloween Ends, and she'll probably die within the first 20 minutes of Halloween Ends, and then that will lead to Allison and Karen, or might just Allison, to go and actually put an end to Michael Myers.
yeah,
But I don't think Lori's gonna die in Halloween Kills. I strongly believe Karen's gonna die. You
I
can't.
would
All three Strode women can't survive the last movie and this movie. They
right,
won't do that.
yeah, cause
Nor
we
do I
already
want them
had
to do that.
that, cause we already had that in
Yeah,
2018.
and nor do I want them to do that. I don't want. I feel like Allison is the one who might take the series to whatever iteration it comes to next. But you don't need Karen. Just kill Karen. I'm okay with that. Kill Karen. You kill the husband, kill her too. Just leave Allison.
It's unfortunate that they kind of they didn't ruin like her character, but like I would have wanted like Laurie Strode's daughter to be like more involved in the story more than like her granddaughter. Like it just feels a little weird, doesn't it? Like for Laurie Strode and her granddaughter, shouldn't it be like Laurie Strode and her daughter fighting back against Myers? But I don't
I
know.
mean, I get it because it's one of those generational things where I feel like it's normal because most of the time the parent and the child always have some acrimonious relationship, but then the grandchild is like, that's my grandparent. I mean, I don't have the same experience as you did, so I want to connect with them. So I understand Lori's and Allison's relationship, and the fact that Allison wants to get to know her grandmother.
You know,
'Cause also they're in the same town. Like, why don't you know? Why doesn't she know her grandmother?
I before or I was actually thinking about this earlier today, but I never considered the possibility that they would kill Allison because I don't know. I guess we just kind of expect her to be the new final girl. She's the youngest of the Strode women. But I remember, and this isn't a spoiler. I haven't seen any leaks or anything. I'm trying to avoid all of that for the action movie. But I remember seeing an article uh, where I don't remember if it was Jason, if it was David Gordon Green, the director, or the other producer guy. I forgot what his name was, the Kenny Powers guy. I forgot which one they were interviewing in the article, but I remember that one of them was describing this movie as like their version of like The Last Jedi. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if like they kill Allison. Like I don't know, I feel like they went hard into going into this movie and they're going to subvert expectations. So, I
I
wouldn't
feel like
I
killing Allison would be the thing that push Karen over the edge because it's like your mom had trained you. She's been trying to warn you that Michael was back. Even like during the day, she tried to tell you that Michael was back, and you didn't believe her. And because you didn't believe her, your husband died, and now your daughter's dead. So that would be a thing that pushes Karen to finally be the Strode daughter that the Strode that she was raised to be.
yeah, and
But
just
I don't
kind
want them to kill Allison. Kill Karen.
but I feel like killing Karen or killing even Lori, I feel is a little too obvious. Like I feel like everyone has a feeling going in, like yeah, they're gonna kill Lori in this movie, aren't they? And
Hmm.
I just feel like that subversion of expectation would probably be more if they killed Allison for whatever reason. I doubt it, but I think it'd be pretty fucking ballsy if they did. Um, but if I were to put my money on it, yeah, I would probably say that they would kill Lori or Karen, or maybe both. How do you feel of them killing both Karen and Lori? That'd be pretty fucking ballsy too.
I'd be okay with that if I'm being honest.
Really?
I mean, because I know it's because the way I see it is the way I think it's going to happen is that they're going to kill. My prediction is that they're going to kill Karen by the middle of the movie. Karen might be dead, and then or she'll probably die during the final climax. They're going to kill Karen, and then at some point at the very end, Lori's going to get wounded, but Lori won't die until the next movie,
Hmm.
and then we're going to have Allison as the lone surviving final girl. So I feel like they're already going that route. So if they just like off them both midway through, I wouldn't be surprised. But I do know it's leading up to Allison being the surviving Strode. So
Yeah, I could see Allison as the surviving Strode. Yeah, there's no way that they could kill either. I don't. I think that there's no way they would kill both Karen and Lori because I just don't see Allison carrying the whole final act of the movie. Nah, yeah, I don't see that happening. I like Allison, I really do, but I mean, she's not like iconic or anything like that. Um, but yeah, I think that's my main prediction there is that they'll probably kill Karen. How about the two podcasters from the first movie? Do you think that that one guy that we kind of like they left his
I don't
life
think he's
ambiguous?
dead. I don't think he's dead. If I'm being honest, I think he might still be alive.
He might still be alive, but like fucking with cognitive damage, I think.
I mean, if Loomis can survive an explosion, he can survive that.
That's true, but Loomis didn't go through an explosion this timeline, remember?
True. But I don't. I think that's my own prediction. I think that my predictions are Tommy and Lindsay are together. Lindsay's gonna die. Tommy's gonna be on a warp path. And I think that Karen's gonna die at the midway point, and uh, Lori's gonna get wounded. She's gonna get a fatal wound, but she won't die until Halloween ends. I mean, I'm coming in completely dry. I've read no press materials. I have seen no. I've avoided pictures. I've avoided uh, trailers. I've
Hmm.
avoided articles. I avoided YouTube channels. I have on my computer settings. I have it blocked that how like if I go to how I've muted and blocked so many videos that say Halloween that YouTube has gotten a hit, and I get no Halloween recommendations at all.
Wow,
If
that's
a channel if a channel has Halloween predictions, I mute this content, mute that content. So now to the point where I don't even get recommended for it. So it's I know nothing, and I'm okay with that. I know absolutely fuck all.
And you see, I know a lot more because I've seen anything, everything, but I definitely don't want to spoil it for you.
And
Uh,
that I think that helps me because I don't know anything. I'm not going in with any expectations. I'm just going in to just like see what they do next. So it won't be a far letdown. If anything, it'll probably help my opinion of the movie. Because I remember I walked into Halloween 2018 and I had seen all the promo. So I went in with like high expectations just to leave out and be completely let down.
ooh, that reminds me. And this is random, but actually, I was gonna say Laura Strode. Jamie Lee Curtis actually went on Twitter and actually confirmed that, essentially confirmed that that one guy, Hawkins from the first movie, survived. So, yeah, she just put it on Twitter. So,
Wait, I kind of figured that he was coming back. Well, I thought the one thing I do know, because I knew the cast, so I knew that they cast somebody to be a young Hopkins, because they're doing a flashback to the night that he got caught. But I didn't know that they were doing like Hawkins in real. He was stabbing it. We also didn't see his dead body. We just saw him on the ground. So that kind of makes sense. I
yeah.
kind of wish you didn't tell me that because I didn't know that.
Since you haven't
Actually,
seen really anything, kind of what's your overall feel of how the movie's gonna go then?
gonna be batshit crazy because I have seen like clips of them at the hospital. I've seen a photo of like Judy Greer at the hospital, and I saw Allison in the hospital. Don't know any context behind it. I'm just assuming they were attacked. They're at the hospital getting care, and I don't know. That's all I know. I don't know any background behind it. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like batshit crazy. Now that the whole town is involved and the whole town is aware. I have seen an on-set photo of Kyle Richard who plays Lindsay. She looks terrified, and the reason I think that Lindsay and Tommy are together because they weren't in the same photo, but they look like the photo was taken in the same area, and they're kind of
Mm.
dressed similarly. So I was like, they might be a couple, but I'm just,
Well, they kind of liked each
I'm
other in the
going.
first one, right? As children.
That was 40 years ago.
I know, but like, yeah,
I'm going in. This is the first time I'm going into a movie completely. I've been doing that recently. I've been going into movies completely cold because all I ever watch is the teaser. I watch the teaser and that's it. Because trailers give too much away. People need to employ the Marvel method, where you watch a trailer and then you go to the movie theater and half the shit you saw in the trailer was just only shot for the trailer or edited for the trailer, and none of it's
yeah.
actually in the fucking movie. Mm.
Honestly, I think the best trailer for this for Halloween Kills was the first one that they released because
The teaser with her just screaming
or
like,
that
"No,
first
let it burn,
teaser.
let it
Yeah,
burn."
that one
That's
was
the
good
only thing
too.
I've actually saw.
So
That was like
also
15
you
seconds.
haven't even
That was
seen
like
the first trailer.
I haven't seen anything besides the teaser. I
Yeah,
don't watch
honestly,
trailers. I can't.
even like the Star Wars movies, the newest ones, they like really gave no plot details about like what those movies were about. Just a bunch of clips of like spaceships exploding and Kylo
They
Ren and stuff.
showed you like they showed you like small clips of the action scenes, and most of those action scenes took place in the first like 15 minutes. Remember the whole end game trailer was all the shit that happened in the first like 20 minutes. They didn't show
Yeah,
you anything from
yeah,
like they showed them like getting ready to do the time travel. Showed you like when Tony Stark was being found. They didn't show you any of the time travel shit. They didn't show you the final battle. Like none of that was in the trailer. That was all a surprise.
yeah.
And then they had the Incredible Hawk there. They didn't have like Professor Hawk. So that's what I need. I only really watch Marvel trailers because they don't because even if I'm watching Marvel trailer and even if it is the actual footage, I don't trust that it is because they've let me on so many times that I can just watch a Marvel trailer and be like, this might not even be in the fucking movie. This might be a
No,
completely different
yeah,
scene.
yeah.
This might be a dream sequence like 10 minutes in. So fuck it.
And I highly doubt that
Because
Halloween's doing for their trailers, but
I remember the Shang-Chi trailer, their biggest action point was the fucking bus fight. That was in the first like 20 minutes of the movie.
hmm. Oh snap!
And I was like, oh my bad, I don't know if I spoiled that for you.
No, it's
But
fine. I have it. I already Wikipedia'd the movie already.
so I was like, damn. I was like, here, Marvel don't let me down. Good. And I was happy that I'm glad they did that they don't show horror movie trailers doing hero movies. 'Cause I would have been so mad if I was in that movie theater and they played a Halloween Kills trailer. I would have
Oh,
been
you would
so
have to like
fucking
leave
pissed.
that room immediately. No, these movies. I don't know why, but I feel like they fucked up a little bit with these trailers because man, they like show like uh, I won't say how many people, but like they show some character deaths, and like I would have rather not known that. Come on,
I've
like
seen like people post like trailer breakdowns, and I'm like, nope.
yeah, I saw a trailer breakdown from Dr. Wolfula, and don't watch his video because he might have spoiled a major thing for me. So he's probably right too. So I won't say anything. But yeah, if I would have known any better, like I would have at least avoided the teasers because the teasers showed more of the kills than the last trailer. But the last trailer did confirm a few things that I'm really hyped for that I won't say either. But
Don't say. I've been resisting the urge to Wikipedia, and because it's hard because I do all the like the Instagram like promotional stuff. So I have to go and like find clips, find photos, find everything and put it together. So I've been resisting the urge to do that. I'm gonna wait to do that. I'm gonna watch the movie first, and then I'm gonna do a deep dive for all of that because I don't want to know anything. Like I'm going in with my prediction that Karen's gonna die in like halfway point, and Lori's gonna be wounded, and Tommy and Lindsay are gonna be there, and Lindsay's gonna die. I don't know. I feel like the podcaster might be there, but
hmm
I don't know what he would do.
I think my what I'm overall expecting from this movie, I think Michael is gonna kill a shit ton of people. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how. I don't know how they're gonna do the whole like mob looking for Michael, but like Michael still kills like 90% of them somehow. So
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be exciting to see. But just like I'm just so hyped to see like that whole like crowds of people like yeah, we're done, we're tired of Michael's shit, let's fucking fight back, dude. I'm so hyped for that because you always just watch like these slasher movies and you're thinking what happens if like 20 people just got together to beat up this one killer, like so.
I'm well. That happened in real life with the Night Stalker. That's how he was caught. The Night Stalker was caught.
Oh really?
He his face was plastered on newspaper, and he went to the store, and people had started to recognize him. So they
Hmm.
were like whispering to each other, like that's the guy from the sketch, and they chased him down the neighborhood, and they started beating the hell out of him, and he only survived because someone had called the cops, and they saw what was going on, and the cops
Mm.
picked him up because they were like 30 deep about to whoop his ass
Well
in
that's
LA, in a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood. They were beating that man's ass.
that's good. I don't even feel bad for that asshole, dude.
So something like that is definitely possible. So I don't know. It's a lot. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the hype. I have more anticipation for the first screen teaser than I do for this movie in general. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'm still really excited for this movie. I know that we've already voiced our opinions that like we still prefer the brother sister timeline more than this one. But you know, it's a Halloween movie. It's October. I'm still a little hyped, even though this for me isn't like the main timeline. I guess it's super early to say anything about Halloween ends, but like, what do you expect out of Halloween ends? Like,
I think Halloween Ends is gonna be Allison's movie.
I definitely expect it to be a lot more slower paced than this one. I think this was going to be the most dramatic, where the most shit happens. I think. Would you agree? Like,
Hmm. I think Halloween Ends is gonna be Allison's movie. I think it's gonna be Allison's movie, and Tom is gonna be there to help her. If that black sheriff doesn't die, he's gonna be there to help her. So I feel like Halloween Ends is all about Allison. That's my prediction for that
have
one.
they already started filming Halloween Ends? Do you think, or I
I
haven't
think
read
they I
anything.
think they did it back to back, but I'm not completely sure. Actually, I can check. Let me see. I don't think they did.
Or how about this? Do you think that these three movies are going like well between like Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends? Do you think that they're going to take place within the same day or two, or do you think that Halloween Ends is going to take place like a few
You
years
think it's
later?
gonna time jump? I don't know if it's
Yeah.
gonna time jump. Well, Halloween Ends comes out next October. So I don't know if they already filmed it. Mm,
I saw someone say like, "Damn, they."
Actually, I'm looking at it right now. It was revealed that filming planned to be back. Oh, never mind. They planned for it to be filmed back to back, but it did not happen because the schedule was too intense.
Oh, okay.
AKA Jamie Lee Curtis put a kibosh on that. So I don't know. Again, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I like the fact that I'm going in cold. I know nothing.
Are you gonna watch it on the 15th at 12 a.m. or are you gonna watch it like when you wake up?
I won't. I don't. I won't watch it until like the 16th or 17th because on the 15th that I'm going on a little mini 3-day vacay,
Oh,
and
okay.
the 15th is actually my last day of vacation. But
Dude, I'm gonna have to
for that
text
last
you
day,
when I finish watching this though. With the biggest spoilers.
if Peacock allows me to download it, I can download it and watch it on the plane.
Hmm.
I'll check into that. 'Cause if I can do that, I'll do that. But I do plan on watching it first thing when I come back. So I'm excited.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. I guess we've exhausted all our predictions then.
I mean, there's not much. I mean, because I'm pretty sure your predictions is based off what you've already seen, and because you don't want to spoil it for me, there's not much you can say. And with me, I have seen nothing but the teaser, pretty much. So
Yeah.
it'd be a good movie. I just hope it doesn't have the same effect that 2018 has on me, where I love it on initial watch, but then going back, I don't like it.
Yeah. I was exact. Well, not that I don't like it, but I was liking it less and less as I was watching it. The more I watch it, the
The more you watch it, the more you poke it, because I rewatched a couple of clips, and she just kept on saying, "Michael's coming for me. He's waited for this night. He's waited for me. I've waited for him."
yeah.
But he made no attempt to get to you. He got to you by complete happenstance. He was driven to you. He didn't even know, in my opinion, he didn't even know what the fuck you were the entire time y'all were fighting. You were
Yeah.
just some crazy bitch who was attacking him, and he wanted to kill you because he kills people. So this whole like he's waited for me, I've waited for him. Like I don't.
Right.
That's I. It didn't. I don't know. I have no idea, but I
Yeah.
guess we shall see.
Yeah, only 13 days to go, so not too long. Well, and
October got here so quick. I feel like I mean we have been doing covering the Halloween franchise for the last like since mid August. So
mm,
doesn't seem like we've been doing this for a long time. It doesn't feel like a big lead up, but it is. It has been 2 months, and we're just like 13 days away. Well, by the time this comes out, it'll be like 2 days before
hmm
the movie comes out. So
I feel like
I'm just gonna.
one of us is gonna love it, and then the other's gonna hate it. I just don't know who's it
I
gonna
feel
be.
like given that I'm the hardcore fan, I might hate it.
If they kill
I mean, because
Lori, are you gonna
currently
hate it?
it depends on how they kill Lori. If it feels earned and it's done in a great way, I won't mind.
hmm
And but if they pull a resurrection type shit, which is killed off in the first like 15 minutes, and the rest of the movie feels completely different, I will hate it. So my main issue with my overall main issue with Resurrection is that first 15 20 minutes feels like a continuation of H2O, and then the rest of it feels like a completely separate movie.
Yeah.
But if they kill Lori this time, and it's still a part of the main story, like, I'm okay with that. Also, they should kill her at the like. Don't kill her in this movie. They just again wound her, but make it known that it is fatal, and then you deal with her dying or deal with the aftermath of her death in Halloween Ends. I really think the Halloween Ends is going to be a strictly like this is Allison's movie, and this is about Allison now. We're done. No more Karen, no more Lori. This is Allison about to kick Michael's ass.
But like even just from like a marketing standpoint, do you think you can market a movie with just Allison though? Like,
They won't have to because Lori won't be dead. Lori's still gonna. They're
oh, I
basically
see what
gonna.
you mean. Yeah,
Yeah, she's gonna be wounded, get a fatal wound in the last battle of the movie. Michael slinks off, and then she's like, "Oh my god, grandmother!" And she's like, "I'm okay, I'm okay." And then you go to the next movie, and things are happening, and then with the first like 10 minutes or so, Lori dies of her wounds. So now the rest of the movie is just Allison's like, "We need to find him and put this fucker down."
yeah.
That's how we do it.
Ooh, I guess we'll see, man.
I feel like even though I'm going there with no expectations, I feel like I'm gonna be the one who's completely fucking disappointed.
Yeah, you
I
probably
just
are.
know I am.
I'm getting
I
that
just know I
feeling.
am.
I'm getting that feeling.
I'm gonna hate this movie, and
I,
that's
from what I know already, I feel like you're gonna hate this movie.
see, I don't. I'm glad I know nothing. Hopefully, I'm surprised, and hopefully, I actually like it. Because the reason people had to hate, or to hate 2018 was that it was too many callbacks. I didn't have a problem. 'Cause people also hated um Star Wars. What the fuck is the movie called? The very first one of the last trilogy. What's it called?
Oh, The Force Awakens.
Everyone hated The Force Awakens for the same reason. Too many callbacks,
Hmm.
too many familiar settings. I enjoyed that. I like the I because I prefer a continuation over a reboot. And I like continuations because you can make those callbacks to what happened before. Like, yeah, we're it's kind of similar, but it's not a reboot because we have the same characters. So I
Hmm.
enjoyed that part of like seeing Laurie in places where Michael was the first movie. I enjoyed that. What I didn't enjoy is that Laurie kept talking about shit as if her and Michael have this deep bond, deep connection, and
Yeah,
that they're siblings, and that Michael's looking for her. Like, I don't think he remembers you. He tried to kill you one night 40 years ago. He's been locked up for 40 years. Why are you so traumatized?
yeah,
Like, you'd be traumatized, but when the person who attacked you has been locked up for 40 years with no attempt to break out, no anything, but for some reason you've been lying in wait because you knew this was gonna happen 40 years, like it never played well for me.
yeah,
So that's my issue with it. And it's like this movie again, it doesn't feel earned.
yeah. I totally understand what
It
you're
felt like
saying.
it felt like a bunch of random shit happening to move the plot along, and I don't enjoy that kind of movie.
Hmm.
So hopefully, knowing with all of that, hopefully going into the second one, and we already had like the build up of Halloween 2018, then everything that happened might feel earned because now there's stakes. Now she can be traumatized because she faced him again and he went after her daughter. So
Dude, can you believe that
hopefully,
in a world with no COVID, we would be watching Halloween Ends this, in 2 weeks rather than Halloween Kills?
oh yes, right, because that was Halloween Kills supposed to come out yesterday. I mean last year.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. And this
And then
this
I
this year is supposed to be Halloween Ends.
And then I saw someone made a comment. They were like, "Damn, they really had us. They didn't put the movie in theaters in 2020, but then they put it on Peacock in 2021. Anyways, like, couldn't they have done that last year? I actually don't remember when
Peacock
they
was
when
Peacock wasn't
Peacock
a
was
thing
a thing.
last year.
Yeah,
Peacock didn't launch until earlier this year, so that
That's
wouldn't
true.
have been a thing.
Well, they could have put it on some other streaming service.
Actually, Peacock. Actually, they could have. Peacock launched last July, but also
Oh,
last year. But last year, only one company was like putting movies on streaming services, and that was HBO
HBO.
Max. So they didn't know how that was going to work, and then
And that only started after.
Prime.
That only started with Wonder Woman 1984, right? Was that the first one? Or
That started when Wonder Woman. That was like around Christmas.
yeah.
So it really only started like this year that they started doing that. So there was no like need because Wonder Woman came out in Christmas. So and then before that, people were just like, "Fuck it, we're gonna sell our movie to Netflix. We're gonna sell our movie to Amazon Prime." Because when they did that, those people had no, they no longer had any rights or ownership of the movie or that property.
Hmm.
So that's why a lot of companies weren't doing that. Weren't being like, unless you were a big star and had a big name like Eddie Murphy when he gave his movie to Amazon Prime, he was able to keep the rights because he's Eddie fucking Murphy,
Hmm.
and everyone can do that. So I don't know. I just know that I hope I'm not disappointed, but I have a feeling I might be. And you just said that given what you know, I might be. So I'm fucking
Yes.
terrified. So we we shall see.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, Kennedy, you will know in 2 days if your predictions were true. I won't know until probably like 3 days. I'll probably watch it on Saturday when I get home from my vacation. If I can watch it on the plane, I'll do it then. But either way, next week on October 22nd, you guys will be giving our spoiler written review.
I'm just.
So be ready for that, guys. You're just what?
Oh no, I was just gonna say like I don't know if I'll watch it in the morning at 12 a.m. or if, like once I wake up.
Because with me, I think I'm probably gonna watch it when I get home because me and my roommates we do watch movies together. So it'll probably be like once I get home and once my other roommate gets home, the three of us will probably be
Oh yeah.
we live we live in Illinois, so weed is legal. So we'll probably be like smoking a blunt while watching Halloween Kills on
True.
Peacock. I live in Illinois, weed is legal, and I'm also over 21, so I'm
Yeah.
smart. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we both enjoy it. Hopefully, we both get a kick out of it. But also, people have been well. The producers of Halloween Kills says that this is just a rumor. It hasn't been confirmed. But from this Twitter account called Tommy Doyle, says that Halloween Kill producer says that they are interested in revisiting the Halloween 3 story after they're done with Halloween Ends. Now, how do you feel about that?
Like they want to
I
reboot. They want to like do a remake of it.
I think they would have to, or they'd have to like hire actors who look similar because if they want to continue that story, it ends with him yelling on the phone. So you'd have to pick up either like right like a second like on that scene or pick up several hours or several days later or maybe even a year later.
Hmm.
So they would probably have to do a remake. But if they could pull off a continuation of season of the witch, I'd be down for it. I mean, because at this point, my love for the Halloween franchise was due to all like the backstory and the connection, and that's currently all gone. So
Yeah.
now for all these future movies, I am just watching them because I'm a horror fan, not because I'm a Halloween franchise fan.
Hmm.
So if they want to bring back and during our whole like retrospective, our look back at the Halloween series, like the best movies are when they have that connection. Like even when Laurie's not there and it's just Jamie, like it's still that connective thread. It's still that
Yeah.
familiar thread. And then the movie where there's no family connect. I mean, even with the Strodes and Halloween 6 and how they even disrespected Jamie, it still had that family element. They were still connected to Laurie. It was still a connection to Michael, even though they weren't his family by like blood. They were his sister's adopted family. It still had like weight to it. And then you get to a movie where there's no family connection, and that's Halloween Resurrection, and that was ass. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be down for a season of the witch continuation.
Yeah, I'd be down
We'll
too.
see.
But I think those people that made like Hereditary, they could probably make like a really good version of this because I can't imagine Jason Blum like doing a good job. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll
When
see.
it comes to writers who are like, we didn't know how to write ourselves out of all the complicated history and all the complicated this and this and that, and it's just like, well, you're a writer. You should be able to write that. You should be able to pull those stories together.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's a complicated 40-year history, a backstory, but you literally are just you're being lazy, and instead of trying to find a way to make all this gel, you're just taking the easy way out, and you're pissing off an entire fan base.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess we'll see in 2 days.
2 weeks.
2 days. We'll see in 2 days. This comes out October 14th, October 13th.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
So I guess we'll see in 2 days. So this is the Haddonfield Horrors podcast, and after two, I guess I can say it now. After this episode and after our review of Halloween Kills, we'll be leaving Haddonfield and going over to Woodsboro. We will start doing the Scream franchise leading up to Scream 5.
Yes.
So be excited for that. We're also going to have two guest hosts on there with us. So it's kind of cool because one of the guests, he is a horror movie fan like me who's already seen all the Scream movies, and then our other guest is a she likes horror movies, but she's new to the slasher genre of horror movies. So she and Candy both watched the Scream movies for the first time for the podcast, so they were completely
Yeah.
new to everything. So it's been interesting. So I can't wait for you guys to hear those episodes. So thank you guys for listening. The Haddonfield Horrors podcast is a Letters to Media production.
Should we do an intro?